In this video for Positive Maths, we're going to look at bills and finding totals. So first of all, we're just going to discuss the type of bills we can see in different questions. So some of the most common are the kind of household bills. So electricity bills, gas bills, phone bills. So this could be either landline or mobile. We can see bills that we could get from a garage, from maybe a labourer. So we're talking about maybe painters, plumbers, builders, etc. Then we can talk about the different kinds of charges. So we'll take just the phone bills as an example of this. We could be charged for, we can usually pay per minute for phone calls, pay per text, for text messages sent, and maybe also line rental. Okay, so different types of charges depending on the type of bill. So whether it's landline or mobile, they could be different. So finding totals then, we can be asked to find the total of a bill given different types of information. So we're going to look at a few examples. The first one is the bill from a garage. So on the bill we have different things that we're paying for. 5 litres of oil at $7.20 each. Okay, so we're going to take the information here and just write it a little bit more mathematically to find the total. So it's 5 multiplied by $7.20. 50 litres of petrol at $1.40 per litre. 3 filters, so it's 3 multiplied by 10.20. 2 hours of labour at €20 an hour. 4 tyres, €25 each. And then we have VAT. So that's going to be plus 10% VAT. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is we have to find the total of the bill. Okay, so it's for all of these items that were bought, including the labour. The second thing then we have to do is calculate the VAT. And then the third thing is calculating the total. Okay, so we need to multiply these just to find the total of each. So the total for the oil is going to be €36. The total for the petrol is going to be €70. Total for the filters, €30.60. Total for the labour is going to be €40, and the total for the tyres is going to be €100. When we add all of them up, then we get $276.60. Okay, now we have to add on the 10% VAT. So we have to calculate 10% of $267.60. So I'm just going to do this up here where I have a bit of room. So $276.60 multiplied by 10%. So we get $27.66. Okay, so we're adding that on. So our total then is going to be €304.26. So we'll fill that in over here. So just to watch out here, we can be asked to add on VAT onto the bills. Okay, the next example. So we're looking for the total of this bill from a garden centre. Okay, so we have 2 rose bushes at $8.50. Same as before in the last bill. So 6 multiplied by 240. 3 willow trees at $15.30. Okay, the next one is slightly different to what we'd seen before. So we have 5 1/3 dozen bulbs at $6.35 per dozen. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this into a decimal. So it's going to be 5.333 multiplied by 6.35. That will help us to find the 5 1/3 dozen. Okay, we've 700 grams of grass seed at 9.30 per 100 grams. So this is going to be 7 multiplied by 9.30. So we just have to be really careful here that we are just watching out for the different units they're giving us and any fractions or decimals as well. Okay, then we have delivery at €5, so that's just going to be €5 added on. So we'll just add that in at the end, plus €5. So like before, we're going to multiply each one at a time to find the total for each different item purchased. So €17, 14.40, 45.90. This answer we're going to need to round to 2 decimal spaces because it's money. So it's going to be 33.86. And we have 65.10. So now we need to add all of these to find our total, which will come to 176.26. We're adding on €5 for delivery, so we will get 181.26. And again, always remembering our units. Okay, this question, we're given the total and we have to work backwards in order to find 2 missing things. Okay, we need to find the total that they will pay for wallpaper and how much 1 roll of wallpaper costs. Okay, so let's go through the question. 9 litres of paint at $5.60 a litre. Okay, so our total is €50.40. 3 rollers. We have 2 brushes, 6 rolls of wallpaper, 1 roll of tape, and 6 tubes of paste. Okay, so we have 2 missing pieces here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to find how much they spent on wallpaper altogether. Then we're going to find how much 1 roll of wallpaper costs. Okay, so in order to do this, we need to find the total of the items that we have. Okay, we're going to call this just X for now, and we'll just call this missing value Y. Okay, so we know if we add up all of these totals, we should get, well, we will get 159.50. Okay, so let's write that out. So we're writing this out like an equation. And we have 1 missing variable, which is X. Okay, so we're going to add together all the ones that we can. And we get 89.90 plus X equals 159.50. Okay, now we're going to solve for X. So therefore X is equal to 159.50 minus 89.90. So we get 69.60 for X. So now we have to work to find the cost of 1 roll of wallpaper. So we know that 6 rolls is equal to 69.60. We want to find 1 roll, so we divide 69.60 by 6. And our answer then is 11.60. So not forgetting our units, we fill in our answer as 11.60. For more information, you can visit www.positivemaths.ie. You can email us at info@positivemaths.ie.